Becoming Whole. Council of Light, via Jenny Schiltz. The intensity of things has really sped up. The sun is very active, and sending in lots of plasma to assist us with these deep changes. The Schumann resonance, the heartbeat of the Earth, is speeding up as well. I shared with my Aura Cleanse members that I was told and shown that Earth has been moved back on track. It seems we were going off in left field. They showed me an image of a lasso pulling the Earth back into alignment with the universe, and this is exciting good news. Even though the process of uncovering and working through all that was not in alignment in our inner and outer worlds is a challenge, it is still good news. I was recently in a meeting with the Council of Light. It was the largest meeting I have ever attended. It was as if all the smaller councils had gathered, and there were many, many spectators. In this meeting it was explained that the Earth is getting ready to go through tremendous change. It was likened to a pregnant woman that moved from contractions like Braxton Hicks to full active labor. 1. Here is what was said. With this labor is a mass exodus of energies that no longer will be able to sustain themselves in the increasing frequency. With each contraction the vibration on Earth, and within humans will rise. Each person at a soul level is being given the option to leave, or continue forward. There are those that have reached their goal of moving from one vibrational frequency to the next, or who have anchored in what was needed, and this is enough. Contracts are ending. Some are being rewritten, but those that are being rewritten often have end dates attached. This gives each person the opportunity to evaluate all in their lives, and choose what is appropriate for them. No longer will one be caught in a never-ending loop that keeps a person locked into a pattern of behavior and thoughts. This is very important as we would like you to understand that all taking place energetically on your planet is so that the unconscious is made light, and in that moment there is a choice. The Earth is heating up as is the human form. There will be changes made to the landscape of your world in the next 5 years. This change will be used to induce fear, and manipulate free will. It does not have to be this way. If one feels the urge to move to a different location, we urge them to follow that push. Each person that follows their deepest urging must know that all will be fine, they will be provided for. However, we do not want people leaving a location because of fear of what may come. Rather, we want them moving towards something, somewhere, even someone with great excitement. Fear will overshadow, cloud, even corrupt the messages your heart gives. For this reason, we ask each one to examine their fears, and do their best to not react from that space. What is happening in the human form is the braiding of polarity. Particularly the masculine, and the feminine, as this was the first split. As the masculine and feminine within braid together, no longer acting in opposition, an activation takes place, and the polarity within will change. For some this braiding may aggravate mental health issues, depression, and an overwhelming sense of the need to leave. We advise that each person look at their personality traits, and think of what is the opposite. What is the polarity of what they are holding? Can they then make themselves whole by bringing in the opposite trait? If one is holding sadness, can they then also hold joy? If they are holding rage, can they also hold peace? It is the polarity, the either, or, that causes much discord in the human form. It makes them susceptible to programming, to be pushed, and pulled in whatever direction the world would like the person to go. While this may seem counterintuitive, it is not. It is through the duality, the polarities, that one is vulnerable, one is susceptible to manipulation. As soon as one says I can hold love, and I can hold hate, and I choose which way to act, then at that moment there is immense healing. Healing will not take place by denying, or pretending to not be the all. rather healing takes place when one understands that you are the all choosing to act in the light. There has been much damage done to the divine feminine and masculine on your planet, yet the healing cannot begin until all the traits are seen, recognized, and understood. It is the shadow aspects within that are coming to light. For many this will be a time of challenge. To not get lost in the fear that is being drummed up on your planet. To not get caught up in the outer reality and miss the transformation that is happening within. The braiding of the divine feminine and divine masculine within the DNA will shift each person and could cause many symptoms as mentioned before, particularly in the realm of mental health. At this point, questions were able to be asked. Me, how do we assist ourselves and others through this next stage, whether it is the braiding of the masculine and feminine, the first split into duality, or the understanding of wholeness? Do you have any suggestions? You assist by really seeing yourself. For the good, for the bad. Can you then see that you also hold the opposite characteristics? For one who is not routine-based, can they also hold discipline? For one who is lazy, they can also hold motivation? That each moment is a choice. When you have an emotion that could be considered undesirable, do not try to clear it, as it is part of the all, rather bring in the opposite characteristic. Each word has its own frequency, its own opening into your field. I ask you, where do you hold war? Me, I hold it between my solar plexus and my heart chakra. It feels as if it is clenching. But I also have pain in my lower back. Very good. Now examine the meaning, or archetype of that chakra, and what the meaning of lower back pain. Me, solar plexus is the place of the me, the human, heart is the place of the soul, and lower back pain can be from feeling unsupported, taking on the world type energies. Yes. Now bring in peace into your lower back and your chakras. Now, if I say to you, where do you hold joy? What area of your body activates? Which chakra? Me, it is my higher heart, and the area between my shoulders, and around my head, but it's outside the body there. This is very good to see. For you see where you are holding joy outside of yourself, not within, it must be called in. Not simply residing within the higher heart chakra of your soul. Invite it in. Me, I invite joy now to every cell of my being, may it make a home within me. Now look at the opposite of joy. We would call it sorrow, or malaise. Where do you hold that? Me, immediately what comes up is my intestines. Yes, now specifically invite joy into those spaces. Me, I invite joy into my stomach, my large intestine, my small intestine, my duodenum, my colon. I invite joy into the way that I absorb life. I invite joy in now. This is a very valuable teaching tool. Use it with yourself, and those that you assist. Help them to see where they are holding one frequency, but yet they can also hold the other. It is not about getting rid of one emotion, it is about inviting in the opposite, and then choosing. Me, thank you for your help. It is our deepest pleasure to assist humanity in this way. I hope that this information and tool helps you to work with the intense emotions that we are all feeling. May we love ourselves completely as we come into a place of wholeness. Be easy on yourself and others. Thank you to all that share and support this work. You are very appreciated. If you have not already done so, please join my mailing list so you will receive this blog and other things via email. Social media has become quite unreliable for disseminating information. Jenny.